on what Tom just said.
Okay,
That's
third
a
map.
complete lie. We actually didn't have any
yeah.
issues.
There's no lag.
We
No,
got Barca on defense.
okay.
We got GoNext on
Tom's
attack.
address. Paramedics are on the way. We'll take care of them.
And
Well,
I mean,
what is
10,
important, though, more
13,
important than
13,
Tom,
10.
is
We call that
Barca
even.
versus GoNext. And right now, the third map is kicking off, Tom. Abyss barriers have
Valorant came out on the 2nd of June 2020.
This is where we decided all.
But I don't think I was streaming it, Bacon. I was too busy on servers doing working everything out.
This is where we settle it.
This is a big opportunity for both teams. For GoNext, it would be 2-0, taking down Barca and Apex.
Dude, what a weird round this
Next
is.
team they're playing begins with
Gave
a
up
C,
with
and
being
they're doing
team
the
pretty
MVC
quick. Yeah,
by
as soon as
the way.
you joined, pretty
We'll
much.
see.
I realized all
just
hope
saying,
was
if they're
gone
doing it in alphabetical
when you
order,
joined.
That's impressive. But
I'm out here just wasting my time.
definitely going to be easier said than done. Barca have proven that they can battle and brawl, are happy to attempt comebacks. Size already under pressure. The Gecko flash goes through, and Alexic looks to lead the charge.
Oh, so too does the wingman. Getting that spike.
Stick, are you back yet? Or are you still just AFK having a
Oh,
break?
no, yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I was flaming
Ah, you're
bacon.
back, man.
Smoke
Ah,
phase is gonna
okay,
be a
love that.
battle.
I followed you on
Four players
Twitch.
grouped up towards the spawn.
Oh, you did?
They're gonna
Yeah.
try to just
Nice guy.
wrestle the control out of the hands of GoNext.
How's it gonna-
Almost-
Was it got
Almost
raid
ate
from
dog
your
treats.
IGL? Wait, you almost what? I think your one's better than mine.
You know,
Did you say?
Almost ate dog treats.
Damn, I got. I
I
mean,
was getting peckish, man, and they were on my desk, and I was like, I need them, and I was like, shit.
Start on this map, but Bold, Prophet, Zeke, they all
Wait, Boo raided you? How was
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that was my one. And then he
Nice.
instantly regretted it and said he should have raided you.
Ah, no, it's fine.
Solid start.
It's on. I remember, honestly, it's the guy.
Some pips
Thank you
around
for
under
telling
their
me that.
belt. And I
Hey, you're
will say
welcome. He told me not to as well, so.
Ah,
I've gotta
you
guess.
go up
Moment
plus
is definitely
100 in Mavics.
My
man.
favorite
Wow.
comp. I
What a
enjoyed
legend.
The postcards created by it. I think that they proved that they can also run that composition in a
Got
pretty
the raid and
decent
then I
way.
snitched. It's
And
crazy.
I think a lot of it will rely
Yeah,
on
that's-
Zeke.
Got
I
the-
respect
got the
shit.
viewers and ran with it.
And then you snake him.
Zeke is going to be planted, and then
No
you're looking
more
at
raids
Prophet
in the
that
future.
post-op Astra.
You are
I
Judas.
think it's one that
Reincarnated, man.
quite heavily.
That's
But I'm
crazy.
interested to see what's going to be run on the other side, because again, you get a lot more information, especially starting on that defense, having the KO, being able to delay a lot of that utility, maybe even deny it in the late round as well. It could come across as more of a counter at times, but I think it's so difficult to play against on that B site post plant, and GoNext being allowed to start on the attack is only going to make things easier. It seems like the read.
28th of May,
if they
2020.
keep going this way,
That was my
spot
first
on,
stream.
but
Nice.
I don't know what was called. They're now going right back into the stack. And after getting that
Oh,
kill-
they're sending it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're sending
I
it.
guess they're
Everyone's
just
out of
deciding
here.
to deny orbs.
Yep. Time to go the
Nobody
way of
cry.
G2.
No one have a mental breakdown.
It's like, what's your opinion on this one?
I mean, I would rather they just did it instantly so they can't get orbs, but I'm so fine with it. When you don't know a team's going to do it, it's okay because they probably are going to buy like weird guns that are to farm the ecos instead of getting like a 3 rifles.
A little bit easier.
So I'm
than
okay
that.
with it.
Tom,
Yeah,
what annoyed
only
me,
on defense.
Almost as much as
But do you
G2
not think,
annoyed
like, it just...
everybody,
When
they-
teams jump
you're
off the
actually
map, I
right.
get it's so
They
nice.
played Apex,
Because you don't use any
GoNext are now
abilities.
playing Barca,
For
You don't
sure.
take any
and then
damage.
onto that.
And then they're going to play
Then they play
CGS.
Like, sure, you
CGS,
save some
and
orbs,
Desire.
but
It is
your economy
literally
is so good.
ABCD. That's
Yeah, yeah. It
hilarious.
works like
There you
either
go.
way. Like in the G2 example, it worked
You've
well
always
just
been a
because of the
Did you guess that, or
how
you already know that?
Lev like to buy.
guessed.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think we did it in our game
CGN, I was
against
like, I don't
CDG,
know
but
if
it was like,
CGN's their next
I don't know,
opponent,
a couple
but,
seconds left in the
I
round, and we'd
definitely
already
didn't
done all the
remember
damage we were going to
result
do.
when we
Yeah,
lost as well,
yeah.
So yeah, it's beautiful. It's almost
It
like
is.
it's planned. The journey of GoNext is to take everyone down in alphabetical order. We'll see. Barca are going to look to try and stop that trend
Wait,
as
this
soon as
is
humanly possible.
this is a good bonus.
Morven already tagged low. Like, you have to look at what's actually.
this is a
in.
really
I
good bonus.
believe
They're
it
gonna
would've
win
been
this, right?
perfect. Just the fact that he's only on 10 HP makes it.
Wait, what time are you at? 1 minute?
Already.
Yeah, 58,
Okay, yeah.
57.
Damage has been done.
Yeah, I went for an early call on this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Uh,
Ultimates
I
in
think
play
that's
for
all the
either
bollocks.
side.
Like, I think you've
Flash
jinxed
through
it,
is
mate.
always difficult to play up against. Jesse
Oh.
does well, but it's only the one. And Guardi was unable to
I think
find
Pep
the
Guardiola
two.
gets 2 here.
Seem like they're too aware of where he currently is. Plant will be
Go on.
coming in. Zeke's going to push forward again. It's just
Damn,
the
bro,
one
you
for
really
one.
tried that?
And with Northern so
I mean, it's
low,
not a bad
that
bonus,
doesn't even
though.
create
It's a
an
good one.
advantage. They're in a poor spot here.
Yeah.
Profect
Barca.
could farm them, though. they have no smokes for main. And he's got an outlaw.
Bro, he's going to
This is
farm.
GG. Yeah, he's gonna farm.
I tell you, they've won this round.
Yeah, it's like you've honestly won it.
Takedown if he's left last.
Oh, why is this guy not looking?
Oh,
Mini was caught off guard, but given a second chance, and well, that chance was most certainly connected. Nice shot by Vorwin, the 10 HP player, having a good old country try of it. Reveal is good for one. No info on the second player, and that could be what cements this, what seals it in favor of the attacking side. Just about they get there in the end. Spike is chasing Mini down and will catch him. So altogether,
dude, they get mid for free.
Costly round
every single time.
Considering what Barca put into it,
like 3 of them free. They're not even trying to get info in.
I saw it yesterday. I made a post about Alexei and his performance, and Mini was one of the first players to really hype up his teammate. But I'll be honest with you, today he is.
You're literally the best Bulldog user, dude. You're trying to say you're the best Bulldog user after we had a 1v5 of a Bulldog? That's
It's just that, like, obviously
it's bold timing from you, Fio. I'll say that much.
I'll call him a superstar, but nuisance just
could have timed that one better.
In the right place at the right time, and even in
yeah, you'd do that on the regular. Okay, I see.
That guy should get taken down. This seems like a...
That's a regular job for you, alright.
It seems like maybe he gets one. He always seems to step
As
up.
long as you're not on smokes, Fio, then I'm fine with it.
And wow. Already, 3-0 start for GoNext. They closed it out in the last map on their opponent's choice. Lost their own. Currently, well, have a 100% record on this map, but that is only from playing it once and versus Apex, so not too much of a test.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. Yes, he's already caught bold on his
Ooh,
way
yeah,
out.
yeah, I like this.
Oh,
I like this. Little bait in. Got a little bit greedy.
And they start to wonder, is this a bit of
Whoa,
overcommitment?
whoa, whoa, holy hell.
Going to be thrown into this round, and be honest,
okay, against the KO, when you saw the KO on site.
This
has been a banging around by Barca.
They're absolutely everywhere. And now Thrash is out in the open.
Kind of glad they won this, I'm not gonna lie, because it could have maybe got away from them.
Yeah, yeah.
Fourth rounds after going
this is a big round as well, if they can pick up all these guns.
I was gonna say about as bad.
I think this comp that Barca went is like gonna be the meta for a while though. For now.
And in fact, they're trapped in their spawn.
Really?
Now. Not
is someone just because of how good the RX looks on it?
There is blocked off.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's got everything.
This just has to be holding on to the weapons. Maybe
it's the easiest comp to make work.
That's true.
KO now strong. The pop flashes are good.
The KO in the server gets a lot.
And actually, so is Zeke.
What do you say about this round?
Eliminating all of the players, at least they're going to make it so that no gun can be
I said Barca did well.
Nothing.
I mean, honestly,
they did right. They won the round.
They did good. I think GoNext really did.
Did they just feed Zeke's ult though?
It was that first kill went away.
I mean, yeah, but they were trying to get guns. I think that's so funny.
Alexei, a complete overextension to try and get the punish. He's met with the same doom. Then they throw in the ult, and knowing that there's 2 players there, Mini tries to run into the smoke and ends up meeting the same fate. Like, that is just mistake after mistake after mistake for GoNext in this round. And
Mini said if he was trying to teach someone how to play properly Valorant, he would do Phoenix loads. Dude, Mini's obsessed with Phoenix at the moment. Keeps messaging me about him.
Wow.
But I think he's talking about just ranked.
Just a mass risk to try and bring something back.
So, I assume the coaching staff heard a good call immediately after that round went down. It seems like they've got faith.
The hell is that trip?
Oh,
anti-jet dash trip.
Their sleeve because they didn't call a pause. They ran straight into a B-side exec. That was meant to get them back in full sales, and instead,
this round after losing the eco is devastating.
Down in the open. Things just keep going from bad to worse in the early round for GoNext. At least the smoke will block off one, but now they know there's an op in play. You can't be quite as easy going on just taking these picks, or peaks, I should say. Even
Harry, you're asking the wrong person, mate.
Smoke up. It was even
go to Neil stream.
Okay, he gets a kill out of it. Again, that op is going to be a problem, but they've managed to cross, managed to get the spike into position, and that's when the op strikes. Mini with it all to do, and too many players wrapping around too many angles.
Not too bad at all.
Good resurgence immediately, like winning off the back of the pistols, getting the rifles back onto the board, and what was it?
We're the Phoenix comps and Coach Potatoes, dude. We're at the moment we're copying a lot of teams just because it's so fresh. But then when we have the off season and there's not much, then we'll cook a little bit more.
Definitely glad to see.
I want to do some Vice stuff for sure.
On that Cypher, I think it's definitely the stronger pick for him individually.
But yeah, when there's teams to copy at the moment, it's just so easy.
plays very
to
well
just do that.
around his utility. And also does well on the lurk.
Man, G2 had way better stuff than I thought.
Second half, Maniac
Like,
already
they had some
knows
really
that
cool stuff on
maybe a
their
couple of
bind.
players around this position. In fact, 4 looking to try and fight him into middle. Already going to be forced out of position. He's got to be careful. Bear in mind, this is a weaker purchase as a Marshall, Guardian, a singular full-bought rifle, and then the rest on pistols.
Vice Breach, free kills, yeah.
Really
I want to just do the most ridiculous trap play setup ever. Vice, Cypher, Breach, Raze, Astra, I think.
Well, really
and just
content to run
non-stop
this clock down.
have setups of trip,
Still a minute
camera,
left on it. They're taking mid
trip.
control. And then split
And just
through on the
try to
back
get
of
the most
cage. It's
util
got
kills
them
ever.
across. It's dodged the op. Control over heaven now in a really good position to fight from for GoNext. They make great use of it with size down to the backstab. And Zeke, well, he might have a bit of trouble on the Marshall, but he's kept the space. He's backing off to his teammates. Jesse,
Whoa.
well, it's fair to say they have an idea where he is after Mini used his ultimate, revealing the positions of every defender, and Jesse's flank loses almost all of its value. Paranoia is good, hasn't got the player further back. Big swing to try to provide some trades, and that's exactly what they get out of the situation. Good night.
Dude, Alex bailed him out of this round. That was huge
your
from
weapon
him.
will live on in the hands of Mini.
Yeah, another round though where again you just look at Alexic, you look at the impact that this youngster's having, and finding the opener, being able to pretty much close out the round from that point onwards, using that rifle that they had. And it is an immediate pause. You sort of mentioned it, that looking
I think
to
that's
try and
fair.
find responses.
Astra
in those
Vice,
positions,
yeah,
but
it's just strong
it feels
combos.
like both
The
teams at the moment don't really have a handle on that
the
economy.
trip
Like,
as
it's
well,
going
you
a
know,
little bit better now for
like the forms
GoNext
trip,
after
that with an Astra
being
suck
able
is
to win
crazy
one with a
strong
lower
also.
purchase. That's obviously going to give
It's just
them
good
the boost, but
combos.
the same thing happened for Barca, and now they're looking at the last limits of their finances. I think as well, just the fact that at least in that round, Alexic was able to very easily isolate size. That can't happen too often.
When we're gonna start seeing triple sentinels? Only in ranked at the moment, I imagine.
Look towards the VCT. It's like you need someone who's going to reliably, whether it doesn't necessarily mean
What would you have your third as,
aggressively
Lewis?
getting multi-frags
Deadlock.
every single round, but just staying alive, buying the time, and not allowing those post plants, because we mentioned it already. You get into the post plants, you have Zeke to get you in,
Yeah,
and
honestly,
then you
Foot
have
might.
that combination of Bold and Prophet to get you out in the late
Or-
round.
or
and
are
then
we talking
obviously
more
just the
Sage?
disruptor of Alexi.
Dude, you got
It's
some
gonna be
options
so
now.
hard
The
to get
sentinels,
back in on
all
that
the sentinels
B
are really
side.
strong.
They need to make sure that, well, that's not going to be a regular occurrence.
Deadlock Vice Cypher. Yeah, it would be disgusting to play against. Because it's actually pretty good on attack, dependent on the map.
Well, barriers are up.
You get over towards a
Bolts
site,
are
you win.
online, mainly the Hunter's Fury for both teams that we're looking at coming into round number 7. As the timer ticks away, the drone has gone through on A. That doesn't seem to be
Okay.
spawning a full push of the B site. They just went forward to grab themselves an orb, ended up in a fight, and Maniac Bladestorm up is down to 60. Weaker weapons.
Ooh.
The one rifle was looking for
Right,
a
he's doing
challenge,
pretty
just
unreal
found
at the
a few
moment.
Bullets coming back his way. Already down. And a full
And
push
everyone's
to the A
ki-
site.
everyone copies your
Wrap
Astro.
around from Jet as well. What a shot from Jesse. That was after a dash.
Yeah, I think this Astro's OP.
Yeah,
There's a couple more really cool ones that you can do.
Hungry for more. Already found the one.
Ooh.
The one on B is sick as well.
Close on the wall.
Oh.
Realizes there's a player there. Emerges to take down Bull. And the Bladestorm.
See what just happened here though?
Damn, they won.
That's the one thing that used to happen a lot. Like people would just come through that bridge smoke and just
And
bullshit a
just
kill.
say, yeah, side shot.
Again, it just
Gotta have
seems like
someone
there's
just time watching
no
it.
easy rounds
Yeah.
being fought for at
It's-
this point. Neither
I think
team
it's one of
really
those
able
odds
to
that as
get
soon as you
a
know
proper
about it,
chokehold
you kind of right to
on
play
this
against
game,
it.
and
Yeah.
again,
It does give you a
get
lot of
the
space.
openers.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just like straight BS. And even when it looked like they'd managed to
Right,
find
take it
their
easy, Lexi. Thank you so much.
stabilization, this awkward fight between Bold and Size both realizing that the other's on the other side of the wall, and then Size there to close it as well. A peculiar round one I'm sure that GoNext will try their best to forget, as they will come in with a buy. They've got the Bladestorm. The op being juggled around on that defensive side, but ultimately ends up in the hands of Maniac. Not overly surprised. with ultimates fairly even at this start, but I think for both sides here, it's much more a perspective of we need to start streaking these together. This back and forth only ends badly for one of the teams eventually.
Nope. Nope. Wait.
They're really trying to get Mini out of this position. The smoke, well, it might have done. Oh,
wait, what?
Mini's gone forward. What? The smoke went up, and I thought that's Mini's retreat signal. Vorwin doing well to take that double, but has to worry about Mini coming in from behind. That's now being covered by a teammate at least. All three, in fact.
There's 2 boxes there. Yeah, dude. I mean, he hit him. I'm trying to work out how he hit him.
Mini. Look at the impact this player has had on the. They've got a free B site wide open. Hunter's Fury used from miles away. Not going to land.
My God, he was kind of on him each time.
Still undetected is the main problem.
Joe.
Thorn in the side, in the back. It's damn well everywhere.
It's unlucky. Damage done though.
Eventually, Hunter's Fury to hunt them down as Prophet gets an advanced position. He's tucked in the corner. They cleared this not long ago. They're not expecting another player to have already gone.
Oh my God! It's like there's no crime being committed, man.
Yeah, that's a mad round to win.
Bullets.
Dude, how did he? There was 2 drills where everyone ran out of bullets.
The last second. Again, we talk about Mini. He somehow manages to just be the most irritating player.
No, nerves are getting to him though. I feel like. I think this here.
And then it was like Karma came.
How's he allowed to stay alive this long?
Runs out of bullets for the final fight. Oh, it's
5
just
HP.
heartbreaking. The back and forth continues. No team still able to get things over the line. The thing is, the forced buy wars has kind of stopped. It seems like Barca have had enough of it. They had some extra finances here, but just want to make sure they're actually coming in with that operator, coming in with the full rifles across the board. And I think the attack always kind of comes out on top when you have these awkward battles. Speaking of awkward.
You know he's there. Well,
he handled this well though.
Or not, it simply doesn't matter. I like what Vorwin's trying. Not a position you're going to see held
Such a weird map on defense, this
probably
one.
More aggressively looking up towards heaven.
Did you try a lot of comps on this map?
But it is somewhere that's likely to be peaked.
Not really. We didn't have that much time, man. We tried like the one with Breach and Gecko and Raze, and that one was pretty good. I like Raze on this map a lot.
Yeah, you had some nice stuff with satchels.
Yeah, I think Raze is very good. Not many people play her, but
there we go. He's dead.
I think Raze is very good. But we didn't really have time to we didn't have time to try that many comps. I think we had one day where we tried like loads of different comps, but that's all we could really give ourselves, and then we had to kind of choose.
Yeah,
so had to fly out.
Now 6-3 in the lead. On that attack, they've got quite a few ultimates built up as well, especially for those post plants. It's not going to get any easier. I'm starting to worry a bit here for Barca.
Yeah, I think it's fair to get worried.
I don't mean they're doing too bad. They're like.
We do have to keep in mind the round we just saw was the pistols. Right now, an op comes
They lost
out.
pistol.
Seems to be Vorwin who's going to be using it. And again, Vorwin first half of Icebox for the majority of rounds.
Okay, yeah,
really,
they go for the fast mid with the dash.
Hitting shots was getting shut down. Where's Maniac going?
Whoa!
What? Down. So too is Alexic. Big picks on middle. Barca. Well,
I mean, that was impressive, man. He's just done that off the fact that the guy shot the recon and then he knows where he is. Well, that's mad impressive.
Midi, so I guess that's the biggest.
Without the recon, yeah, it's just the guy that shot the recon. Maybe someone spammed back and I missed it, but.
Could put a thorn in their side. Maniac, he's got to be careful. Almost caught swinging. Had the advantage, but not really a need to overextend. They've got control on A, still got the trips up on B. They were never dismantled, and with Maniac still just jiggling in that mid position. Not really a gap to be found. In fact, they're filling in over on the A side just to make sure the operator holding the angle. They have to be a pretty nice shot from one of the players over on GoNext to remove him from this position without him causing them mass amounts of damage. And well, already just a small amount.
Such a good pick, man. There's no way he gets one right. Oh, he does. Fair enough.
What do you think about like
Barca getting
op age, like opping on agents like this, like Sova and stuff they call them?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, same. I think it's crazy underrated.
I think it's like unpredictable as well.
I even looked up.
If you've got someone that can use an op, like they don't have to hit 360 no scopes and then dash away.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's just fired.
And sometimes as well, like when you have a Sova that's open, and then you've got a Jet or like a Neon that's actually taking space and can go aggressive and can rotate and get in the fight, it's so much more valuable than just having like your duelist holding space, you know? Like on Haven, if you're just posted on A watching the cross, like a Sova can do that.
Yeah.
And then it lets your G actually get in the fight.
And you have the util to like, even on defense, like if you get pushed off an angle, you have the util to like get information or like work out what's next, whereas like
yeah,
you
you
sometimes
drone off or something, right? Like drawing yourself back or like flash. Yeah, like on KO as well, you can flash back. I don't know. I think it's good.
This one in a strong fashion.
We let Raidens pick up top whenever he wants, or Benji will sometimes pick it up on Viper.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Kept it even when it came to that.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So I don't think they'll be panicking, but just wanting to make sure they close this one strong, especially with the way that the rounds have been going in this back and forth.
China Ascension? Yeah, there is. I think Ryan's definitely doing it. He messaged me about it the other day.
Clearly not expecting to have that same level of aggression once again, and no surprise for GoNext. It is a lean towards that B side. I think they've had a lot of success being able to eliminate Size from his setup, but this time it's not there.
Well, here we go. The monster is.
I like this up, by the way.
The other one is alright.
Knives cancelled it.
Yeah.
No real impact to be found from it.
We had 2 on B.
Retrievable though on the other side of that wall. Depends if someone wants to get a little funky straight through it. Maniac goes. So too does Vorwin, but they fall almost immediately. Guardian met the same fate alongside that brutal charge. Now Jesse. Okay, and he's up close, and they don't expect him to be. It's a free kill, but now his position's revealed. It won't be free anymore. Has to fight for these final kills.
Dude, he's got smoke early though. We got Astra suck. I mean, it's so hard. It's so easy to spam this. Let's see if they spam back. Honestly,
he's going to be a man with a mosh pit, and he's managed to fire it out in time. No punish there. Bullets. 2 headshots to tap to draw.
Damn, there's no way. This guy wins so many rounds from just being a hero.
Impeccable. Another round for Barca.
He's really good, man.
Oh yeah, jumping for joy. Also, it seems like the signing of the summer.
He is really good.
Some impressive performances, but this guy has put up so many rounds for this
It's
squad.
just the impact. I can't get over just how many solo rounds. I think it's 5 solo rounds in a best of 3 that I've seen him win. It might even be 6. He might be averaging 2 a map.
Within a second, and then even taking down Mini, who, as said, he's been the man to watch so far. Moves himself up the board, puts them onto 5. And a chance to level things at the half from what was a pretty
ridiculous
impact position with how things were going.
And look at his confidence as well. They went for the KO flash TP. The people do on Ascent.
Okay. Seems like the information
that's nice.
Certainly
I think when Oscar
side of Barca, the reinforcements are on the way. Nades picked up 1, Borman's got another, but dropped right after, and the advantage stays to the attackers.
Thank you for that, Neil.
Size and Maniac will have to make the play into the site. The spam actually was very close to being good. That spam not quite so much.
Yeah, they did not expect him this.
That round was honestly insane by
opponents were
Jesse.
Expecting them to maybe still be on
the one
bridge,
before this? Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, I'm trying to think, like he's won like what, 4? Like 3 or 4 rounds by himself.
That's what I was saying.
In this game.
Yeah, I think it might be 5.
Against you. It could be a main, they could be in spawn. Oh, it is round 12, isn't it? Probably not worth
I think it's 2 on Haven, 2 on Icebox, 1 here.
Either way, the result's the same. He goes down, just with a bit more pride than if he was me.
Well, it's 7-5. GoNext are able to stabilize what has been a crazy half to at least.
Oh, they mistimed the flash. That's devastating. His POV there for that swing must have looked horrendous. I mean, maybe they mistimed the swing. Someone's to blame there. Someone is to blame. Sorry, Jan. Let me mute this as well. 5 on defense? Yeah, it's not bad at all. Me, I'm to blame. Honestly, that's easy. That's the easy way out. Eco penalty for falling, minus 500 credits. I think they should just not get the extra bonus. Like, if we really want to stop it, again, I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. I don't mind people jumping off at all. But I think if you wanted to stop it, you do something similar to that, where it's like, it would be the same as saving and not trying to defuse, is where you get 1,000. You don't get full loss bonus. Like, if they don't want to have it, then that punishes accidental jumping, though. Yeah, that's also true. I think that's the weird part. I think you just leave it, man. I just have zero issues with it. I really do. I think it's fine.
This has been a great display from both teams. A very competitive match the whole way through. But now, Tom, this is where we really get to separate.
It's just a feature of the map. Yeah, I agree. I think it's fine.
We're going past midnight.
It makes it a little bit different. Dude, it gets people talking about the game. They're going to keep it. No matter what. They probably won't change anything with it.
I think this is where fatigue really will start to set in.
Yeah, all the maps, all the rounds. Been what our series have delivered. It really doesn't seem like there's much to break apart the teams within this group. It's going to be a fine line between success and
you saw him as well?
That's
little
the
arm.
Of it. Only one can make it.
Little arm, dude. It got him so much.
His team back to where he's been
I got him so much.
The majority of his career. The VCT. 2 kills already to his name. 3 players.
Dude, getting that info of the spot at middle as well as this everything.
Flash to try and get them back in.
Ooh, I like the flash.
Well. He's been having a decent game so far, but even with the 2 kills, he needs to ace it. He needs to find everything else, and no headshot to be had. A plant.
His perfect guy's pretty good, man.
For the next round, but it's a
he looks pretty reliable.
Yeah.
That it is.
He is good.
8 rounds now.
I think Foxy was raving about perfect.
Oh,
everyone said good things about him, yeah.
Was where it all went wrong, I suppose. Zeke being able to find himself.
Well, next they've actually done pretty good to bring this back. I'm not gonna like in general the series. It felt like they were getting absolutely shit on.
Yeah.
And then the numbers, well, they tick over to a clear and concise advantage. Little tech pause.
I was worried after the first one.
Too late for one of those. It was let Pansy in the stream. For GoNext, yeah, 8-5. Little injection of rounds coming into this, and I don't expect to see a big old buy from Barca. This should be a 9-5 scoreline and an opportunity to set off on the home stretch.
Yeah, they've shown their resilience, be it in their first or second series.
What are my thoughts of Vice and Pro scene?
So
I think Vice is awesome, dude.
Like from 10-2 down in the last map, I think many teams would
it's map dependent and kind of comp dependent. If you want to run it on all maps, or like majority of the maps, you're going to have to use double sentinel. But I think teams will try using it. And I think it will look good.
It definitely is still time for them to fight back into it. The worry, though, is some of the big performers from prior maps going a bit quiet. Maniac definitely proved his value when it came to Haven, but hasn't quite shown that value here just yet. Of course, this is the first official we're seeing from Barca on this map, and only the second for GoNext. It really hasn't been shown too much when it comes to the tier 2.
He had a good camera. Oh, okay. I wasn't fully looking at it.
GoNext can win it for the second time. It might mean a few teams start to avoid them on it.
Well, we spoke about GoNext as
just had a throw ruin your comp win streak, bro. I don't even know what a comp win streak is. I haven't seen one of them for years.
In most of the matches that they'd won, he was at least doing very well.
Yeah, it's the DRX.
Extremely well. This time, he's not. He's got. You mentioned that Maniac's not doing great. Alexic has 2 more kills than him. He's on 6. But players like Zeke and Profek have filled those boots. The depth of GoNext shining through. Mini first to pick one off.
Corridor's just way too big to try to do this Omen flash.
Don't have shields and just a few pistols, but hey, you got to respect the cleanliness of those shots. My goodness. No hand sanitizer needed, and that one is clean.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah, another plant is the only real saving grace. A few extra credits, but it's not really going to be anything to write home about. And now they get to play that bonus. And that's the thing. You can now look at Alexic and say, okay, does he pull in the rifle here? Could be saving for the operator. And we've seen that in the past, GoNext are more than happy to play these as more of a raw bonus round. But with how things have been going, with them, I think they won the 3rd round in the last half as well. I really wouldn't mind them investing into the rifle, or maybe at least giving him an extra outlaw or something to play with, because he's been so fantastic.
What is this on the bonus on defense?
But now, though, it seems they're going to play it safe. I can respect it.
This is a heavy mid push.
We'll
I like
see
this.
if they're able to maybe steal this one away anyway.
Oh, he's just one pop the great with outlaw.
Still a push up.
The thing is, though, you hear that outlaw fire and you do not want to be anywhere near mid, do you?
Yeah, no, yeah, you are running away from it.
It's like a judge, bro. It's literally it's the same effect as a judge. You hear a judge and you just levitate to their bomb site.
Well enough.
Gets himself to the OP pause though.
And it's bold
I
from
look at this
afar.
thing, man. Gun
Landing
down.
the shots with the outlaw and an upgrade available now for some of his teammates. Ult used.
I like it as well. It works well when you have a Cypher or this like heavy push on defense, multiple people.
Maybe they're in with a chance. Unfortunately, he's caught off guard by Matt Yak. The trade
Now
good on the
we
other side.
get into a weird position and they didn't get out of there and they got hit by the recon.
With rifles, something to fight with. They stand a good chance of dropping this, isolating the first fights, but Jesse is winning them
This
nonetheless.
guy,
And now he's got
this
Foreman
guy, by the
his
way,
side. He's even
this
got
guy
Maniac coming in to help.
might be someone
No
to
way
look
they
out
were
for,
letting
man.
that
He's
one
really
slip.
good.
And at least
Who did this Jesse guy play for
keeps
before?
3 rifles up. The thing is,
I want to say Valiant. Team called Valiant. I could be wrong
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Bonus round that was just kept from round 2. They didn't go for an extra investment. They wanted to make sure that they had themselves.
Pretty sure when we
the
trialed
extra
him, he was in
weaponry for this
Valiant.
round. And even still, there were opportunities up until Jesse.
And he was good. Like he was
puts
really
up
crisp.
another couple of
Yeah,
highs
his
comms
because
just
he
weren't
really has
insane.
been
Oh, okay.
a shining star
But that was being like quite picky because we
when
had
it
such good
comes to this
players to
candidates.
trial. You know.
Barca
Yeah, it was like
roster.
yeah.
Vorven
The
as
margins
well.
were so slim. but
Maybe they had the
he was
best
good, though.
times on the last map. But
Yeah, he
when
looks
he's on
really
that
impressive,
server,
man.
again, I would almost say to keep him on the server, maybe have a different player flex. Because he's looked fantastic on this agent in particular. Still, it needs to be the first of many for Barca. GoNext have got themselves that buffer. They were saving for this round, as said. They've got themselves the operator, and they're actually very reliant on it. It's a solo B hold from that defensive side. That solo player has been known to take over.
Okay, pretty big round, chat. Right? 1, 2. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
On this map, we'll see if that's going to change. Barca are going towards his site, and unfortunately, as we can see, his teammates are going away. Mini's moved further into
Here
spawn.
we are.
Won't be able to cover once that
We're
trap
doing the
is
best
broken.
Buzz impression.
And
Buzz,
Alexic could be
all I'm
pushed
saying
down
is
from
Buzz
heaven
gets
and
3
right
from
in
here.
front of him. No dash either. He's got to just swing out and hope to hit the shots. The reveal.
That's so
They know
unlucky.
that there's an off waiting for the
Okay.
nice shot to start it. He's not going to get out of here alive.
Buzz?
The question is how many can he take down with him? The dash used, conceding the space. Size has picked up a lot in mid, and that
Ooh.
collateral could have helped.
That's
but
unlucky though,
Borwin
man.
survives it on 5 HP.
Leg shot?
The other dodging the bullet. It could have taken him down. Mini left in a clutch and now all alone. Has an idea of where all these players are. And has
Oh,
dealt
it's
with the first
very
two. The last
doable,
two
man.
were up
Comms
behind
come in
the
with the 5
response
HP.
by his teammate, by Alexic, not that long ago.
can you
This is Mini's
see-
chance now, but they're stacked up together. This should be
Oh,
an
it gets weird 'cause you think
impossible
you can
clutch
go
with
up
ML
here.
wrapping around the ringer Rosie in full effect, and they will just run this clock bit by
Low
bit,
HP
bit by
goes up.
needed,
That
and
was
it's
nice.
not connected
Oh.
to start with. The classic
Oh,
goes down,
God.
and it was close, but not close enough.
Man, that was kind of closer.
Yeah, it looked like a fumble, but at the same time, he brings it down to just one player standing. And again, that was that reliance, though. The learnt from Sires. have
Yeah,
said
dude,
about both of the Sentinel players.
The idea of that
so
guy
much
jumping
impact
onto
in late
the
round
edge
mid-lurks,
really
and
just changes this whole
that's one
round.
that's definitely
He
gonna
doesn't jump on that edge, I'm
pain
pretty sure GoNext
go
win that.
next a little bit.
'Cause
Opportunities, to
Alex
say the
gets
least.
that kill,
collateral, as
then
you
maybe
said, could have
he
been an
gets
easy turning
traded.
point of the round, but
Maybe. Could even be a
having
collat.
that over-reliance on Alexic to pretty much do it all. He's pretty much full saving as well in this round. Definitely wants that operator as a big part of his defensive
Yeah, he's
arc.
changed, Bacon. What can I say, man?
It leaves a lot to be desired in this low buy round. Mini now takes up the mantle of the solo hold, and with no utility on board, only a pistol to his name. You have to think he's not long for this world. Still gets rid of Vorben.
Good.
It's something.
That man gets his ones every time. I don't know how he can be so consistent with it. 4v4. GoNext in with a chance. Very late play by Size on the other side of the map, so some isolation possible. Unfortunately, it's Maniac to win the opening duel, taking down Bold. Looks like Barca in a good position. Spike right in the open, easily defended. Size gave up on the flank, just reinforcing the main side of it. Okay, they've destroyed Wingman. They've destroyed Zeke after the double, and I don't think Alexic quite intended to jump there.
Well,
but
that one didn't work out great. Yeah, I mean, this is close now.
Tom. They might tie to the spike.
What are you guys trying to work out? The average skill of chance? Our chat might be alright, man. We get a good amount of pros in here.
Just floating, bro. Love that.
Just taking 30 seconds to drop down. Yeah, we got a couple of pros in here, so we're not too bad. But we have people like Bacon bringing us down as well, so it's like
it's a few extra kills.
It's a bit of that. Bacon pretty much cancels out all the pros on his own.
Of Barca Esports.
And then
2 kills from Zeke on the
who else is in here that's a bot?
From that range, but
if Fio's anything like his smokes, that probably cancels out a few more pros as well.
Talking about a Blade Storm for Maniac, the null command to remove a Cypher setup. More importantly, the Hunter's Fury, which we've seen so many crazy rounds from that ultimate today. On the other side, still a few pieces to talk about. Zeke's ult, the Thrash for a retake could definitely play its part. And you can see how passive he's playing. He's playing that rotational player in this round. They've switched that up throughout him and
Gold 1? Nah, we're better than Gold 1. Our average is above Gold 1. I know that much.
Enough to put them in play. He's actually going facing. He's the one looking to take the fight. I'm quite surprised considering he's the one with an ult online, but clearly feeling confident.
I want to say our average here is high plat.
It would have been a beautiful way.
You're silver, bro. Get out of here for the sake of this conversation. Let's come back tomorrow, man.
One tapped immediately. Turns out Zeke was there just to rip some heads. It looks like it's
you're boosted bronze. Okay.
Wouldn't be used anyways.
Prodigy's just banning everyone that's below plat.
He's giving them a bit
That's
of space.
crazy.
He'll be swinging right around that in just a moment. Don't you worry. Unfortunately, doesn't look like Barca were worried either. Managing to find the kill. Clear the site. Grab a plant as a result, at least you'd imagine. But in goes Thrash, and that's going to disrupt a little bit. No, it's not. It got broken just before, so never mind.
Even still,
Man, I thought they were going to go for a crazy play here. I thought they were going to drop the Spike, Omen, ult, and go B.
As said, Mr. Impact, the player who's put so many frags on the board for this squad, but not this time. Alexic is ready and waiting, and now Size, he has to try and play through a divide. They're waiting on the other side, hoping he can deny the defusal, but there is too many bodies and too much time.
I mean, ults helped them here, though. Like, you give a natural 5v buy, I still think Barca might be alright. Give me close.
And actually, they've not been that clean for Barca, so I'm looking at the finances. I don't know if it'll be enough to get them through this round.
Well, they certainly don't have their Blade Storm to bolster the buy. Yeah, there's going to be 2 players on very weak weapons.
Coach Potatoes? I think it's $10. I think Mini did something where you can get 30% off for Coach Potatoes. But I don't know if he did it or not. But you can also, like, without doing too much of a hack, like if you're in a Premier team or you have a couple of people that want to use it, bro, you can just split it between you and just send it to each other. Like, I know you're not meant to, but you can just do it.
It ain't really worthwhile. So a good thing that he did. Zeke spotting out at least one more player on the site, and there's certainly plenty more coming. It is a clean sweep.
Not bad.
The side of GoNext, but
like,
now
we pretty much did that with that full process in mind. That like if you had 5 in a team, it would be $2 each. You just
it's actually more worrying that there
send
wasn't
it to
any
each other.
damage at all. And we've spoken a lot about the sort of young squad of this GoNext team, and
I told Mini that 30%'s coming out from him. That's true.
Up when needed.
That is true.
We mentioned it before. Going 2-0 in these groups can set you up nicely, and with CGN and Desire, the last 2 teams for them to play.
It's an upstanding move, hustling yourself. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Playoff stage, take them to the top 4. Mentioned it yesterday that them versus Apex could end up as a future grand final. Well, They are getting themselves these victories early on, putting themselves in a safe space. And for Barca, this is their first match, so a victory here would be great, but they still have plenty more to play. Barca are going to take themselves a timeout that could be the deciding factor, the last one that they have in their back pocket.
Big timeout here, maybe.
Online, but yeah, this is crunch
Proly,
time.
thank
Not
you for the
doing any
7
damage in
months,
the
man.
last
Thank
round
you for the
sort of
prime.
Sets them
Appreciate you
up
doing
in
that, dude.
a spot where not only this round, but the next will also be facing a strong purchase. I guess the silver lining is ultimates are fairly evenly matched. The next best thing will be the Blade Storm.
Tech
pause, bro.
Goes, man.
Seems like this pause might be slightly elongated.
Was that attack pause straight into attack?
Yeah, pretty much. What if in the tactical his mic wasn't working all the time?
11 to 8, 3 rounds between them.
Yeah.
2 rounds for a
Have you ever had it
victory
when you're
on
playing
GoNext?
and they
Economy
accidentally
up
leave your mic
against-
on yet? Or have they fixed that?
I mean, just take a look.
Oh,
at
the coaches
Barca's
one?
economy, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they do that
lose
all
this,
the fucking
it
time.
could
Yeah,
go
that one was the absolute
dead in the
classic.
tracks.
Yeah, it's so annoying, bro. Like, me
Yeah,
and
we
Weber
got-
will be flaming the shit out of them in the right part. You just hear
Dude,
Boo
it's
like,
always the
coaches,
same.
don't talk, please, don't talk.
It's always the same, man. It's always us flaming the players, and then the players, the players, the players can just hear it.
Right now, though, we've got into the habit of just not speaking for the first 10 or 15
Just in
seconds.
case.
Then I'll always be like, yo, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, a little tester.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll just forget and we'll start waffling and then like, they haven't unmuted us and we're just giving it.
Yeah, I did that, man. I flamed Soulcast, man. Like mid-game, and then
God.
I had to just hear like young people.
We're
like,
usually,
"Hey,
to be
we
fair,
can hear
we're
you."
usually not that bad at flaming, but it's more like if we're just waffling or like, oh man, this looks fucked. Like, how do we win this round? It looks so shit.
At mid position.
Like, they hear it. It's not the best.
Yeah, it's not great.
That's also why me and Weber are trying to be like way more positive.
Second bite of the cherry. I think he's expecting someone on
Yeah,
the other
that's good.
side, and he wins that fight instead.
Mini said the same
One of
thing,
the
man.
heavy
He's flaming the
hitters.
team, and it's taken to still
Size
hear
is
it.
trying to put the
Yeah.
pressure on. They really want to fight for this middle control, but
It's so
they
sick.
have got to be careful. There is a second player there for the defense.
Well, it's right back.
I feel like the
into
only time they didn't do that was
The
in
world of a
Shanghai.
time
Like
when this door
they were
broke
on the
open
ball,
and the
man. They were
pistol-
giving you countdowns and everything.
He
Like,
was in the same
Oh,
position,
really?
aiming the same
yeah,
way.
it was good.
Result
They
was
were
a
on the
double
ball,
kill.
man. That was
Paranoia gets
efficient.
him this time, and so does Size. There's the adjustment from Barca. Up close, Shorty comes
Oh,
out.
big kill, man.
An interesting try by Profek, but not one that's going to work. Bold deters the aggression of Maniac. Shock dart, teed up, although it's not going to land for the damage.
I mean, Cypher
Disadvantage
just wins
now
this no matter
sits
what,
with
right?
The defenders.
Definitely worried that there could be someone up close. Barca putting themselves firmly in an advantage here. Sat back in the post plant. Ready though. It's quick to be equalized.
I'm in the
time,
other
though,
Cypher, but
works
maybe
as
Mini
that
wins it.
Fourth man,
I think you've
the
jinxed it. Though.
opposing side. Camera's been spotted, but that might actually make them think they're elsewhere.
There's
Oh,
no
dude, that's
way they
It's
lose
now
this
1-1,
round.
Trying to clutch this down.
Oh, okay, see?
Next again.
I told you, never in
Let's
doubt.
go, man.
Never in doubt.
Gone crazy throughout
got
this
one.
match.
It's a slicky call, bro.
Sides
We
will
actually
keep
got one.
Barca alive.
Oh, it's not over yet, Tom.
The rare
Those who've
blast.
been daydreaming, night dreaming, perhaps. I think that's just called dreaming about going to bed.
That was like a rare
It ain't
Pokemon, bro.
happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we got plenty more
Only
power
happens
going
1 in
your
100.
way. 11 to 9 at this point.
Nice shots
The
from
fact that Size lands not 1, not 2, wait for it, not 3, but 4 kills in that position. He has dug deep in a lot of rounds. 12 and 17 right now. This map, maybe none. You know, you take out the last round. Not sensational for him by any means, but this series has certainly made an impression. Moving towards the B site, dash in, good. Maniac up close.
Oh, you lunatic
Challenge here
again.
now
He's
for
doing it
Mini.
again.
Through the cage, he won't find
Yeah, he
anything
did it
in the
with a
other two.
Sheriff earlier. He does
Surely
it
they
this
look to
one.
just fall back, play this retake, give the space. That's what you think. One knife
One
left
knife?
for Alexic. Op is there to play
Okay.
with still as a backup, but he won't get a chance to use it. Shut down as we are, and it's a 1 versus 4. Zeke.
Man, it's going to be close. They get
Surely
to
no
11-11 pretty much with the eco.
Oh, I didn't expect a second player that far up on site. Barca coming alive at the dying moments of this map.
There's a lot of
But a
insanely
long, thought-out
close
series
matched
with each
Ascension
map
games.
ending in 13-10,
Yeah.
which I guess
But that's what I
doesn't
mean, right? Like, people keep asking me, like, who do you
well.
think's going to win? I genuinely don't have a clue.
thing is,
Yeah,
though, again, the
close.
economy starts to become an issue.
Literally anyone can win this.
We've seen it go back and forth.
Unless
all
that
the way
Pacific
throughout this
team
game.
actually
Neither
just
team
body.
able
Just
to
fry
get
everyone.
a
Yeah,
solid
there's a small
foothold.
chance of that.
Even with Eco
They
wins in
could,
early
because they have
stages
such
of the
good
map, it didn't
firepower.
Yeah.
change that aspect. I just felt my stomach sink.
Oh
didn't
my,
like
well,
that.
at least you're
I
Jet.
didn't like that one bit. I thought it was gonna have to be very mean. Oh God. Okay. Well, let's all take a deep breath, as I'm sure Barca are. Another big round for them as they pushed over onto the site. Alexic might not have fallen down, but he has fallen in the hands of Maniac. A double before he shuts down
Speaking
by
of shots,
Mini.
man.
They'll look to retrieve that rifle. Hunter's Fury denies it at the start, but
Oh,
Zeke
hold
is
up,
there,
hold up,
backing
hold
him
up.
taking the
Oh
space,
boy.
denying
This is my
anything for
fault,
the
'cause I
side
said
of
it's gonna be
Barca, and now
11-11
it's all on the
Deco.
forward. He's about to be double swung. The timing perfect. Dodges the
That was a
first
good peek,
team
though.
nicely.
Yeah,
That was a nice
that was
1-2
a nice
swing.
Dude, they
Love
hit some
that.
good shots, man.
12 to 10 and two
Minis had a lot of
chances
impact
for
as well.
GoNext to close this
Yeah, yeah,
series
cheers.
out. Otherwise, we are going to an overtime.
That was a good swing, though.
Wait, that Sova hit a
Love that,
one
look
tap
at it.
here as
Perfect.
well.
Be the case here for them.
Wait, that must have been an
Bring
absolute
us
shot.
back ever so close, and then just a blip
Okay,
or
two chances.
that ends up being the killing blow.
Less straight into a curse. Yeah, back to normal. Bit of
Might have just
normality
been it.
restored.
They're still going to have a purchase. Unfortunately, it will mean Guardi is going to be left on an SMG, but here's normally the setup. It's not the end of the world. Zeke also having his ult online again. He's been having a fantastic game. This is definitely the best performance we've seen from him individually, and at a time where, as said, it really is the most important time in this series. He might be a little bit nervous to use the ult, as it did kill him yesterday. Forced him off the map. Definitely a peculiar thing to happen. The attack, though, building into this take.
He
once
is in
again.
trouble.
Alexic trying to
He is in
find an
a
angle
lot of
around the
trouble.
edge of
Just
it.
get one, my
Gotta be
guy.
careful, as he's already being pressured from both sides. Doesn't have a lot of support. In fact, Maniac's going to try and
Damn.
just take him down. It's a solo play that
He is
doesn't
so good.
succeed and puts them a man down. Make that multiple men down, as it's all down to just two to try
he
and
did
hold
so
on to
good,
this one.
man.
Make
That's
it
insane.
just one. Vorven, the last man
Huh.
standing, and in the end, it
Yeah,
is
let's go.
not enough. GoNext will double up with another 13-10,
was a very good Abyss game.
and they will
Yeah,
take this one
it was
across
nice.
the line.
Yeah, this was just a nice
This is
recovery
without
from
a
Haven.
doubt a team
Oh,
to
I generally
watch,
thought they were
a
going to get
team
slapped.
to watch
Yeah, I was,
closely.
dude. After Haven, I
Tested
thought they were gonna get
Apex,
wrecked.
Yeah.
They've taken down Barca, and now CGN and Desire.
All right, this
Those
was
are
nice,
the next
chat.
two opponents they've got, and at this point,